Yesterday we took an intercity train from Kiev 400 kilometers south of the city of Dnipro. We mostly came here because of the food. We wanted to eat everything, but we're also going to show you some of the best things to do in Dnipro. We're going to check out some of the best sites, the most popular ones, but also I've heard about a few under the radar places to see. So let's go. One of the most popular things to do in Dnipro is walk along the embankment, which you can see behind me. You can take a boat cruise here, you can just go for a walk, people are riding bikes, there's places to get drinks, there's beanbag chairs you can sit in, so this is one of the nice things to do when the weather is nice. One of the star places on the Dnipro embankment is this art object, which I'm not quite 100% sure about the translation. I think it comes out as Ball of Desires. And supposedly you can write your wish on a piece of paper and stick it into the ball and your wish will come true. I read this on the internet. However, we went up there, we walked all around it, could not find any place to put our wishes, so guess they're not coming true. We're gonna go on the pirate boat. Nice boat trip.
Yeah, I mean...
Could have been longer than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was short, 20 minutes.
I don't really feel burned by it, but...
No, it was only it was 100 grivna, so it's
yeah.
$4 US, not even, I think.
Not even,
so,
it's $3.75 for 20 minutes on the boat.
It was nice, very relaxing.
Yeah.
We didn't have time to finish our beers.
Yeah.
Because it's on a river, Dnipro actually has a lot of cool nature-y things you can do. A lot of them are at eco-resorts that are just outside the city, but here in the city there is the Bartolomeo Resort, and they've got a little beach. It's pretty cute. It's in the off-season right now though, so it's closed, and they're gonna open it next week, so I think they're gonna clean it up and put the beach chairs out and open up the beach bar, so I'm disappointed we missed it. We'll have to come back. Temporary bar staff is pretty cute though. Today is actually Orthodox Easter, and it's really cool because people are out with their Easter baskets to get blessed. So they come to these churches and they stand outside, they line up, and the priest comes around with holy water to bless them and their baskets, and it's full, it's not sprinkling, he's really getting them right in the face with tons of holy water. It's super cool. I always really like Easter in Ukraine. So, because it is Orthodox Easter today, we got a Pascha, I think I'm saying it correctly, which is the Easter cake. Now, this is not the most traditional style Pascha ever, but it looks delicious. So, we're gonna just dig into this. Yum. I need some milk. If you are into the arts, Dnipro has a theater and a Philharmonic right next to each other, which is really convenient. I would actually love to go to the Philharmonic. I bet it's really cool. So most Ukrainian cities have a pretty nice park in the middle of them. I really like this one actually. Maybe it's because it's May and I've been in winter for a really long time. But pretty typical of Ukrainian parks. There's like amusement rides for kids. You've got a little pond here. There's actually a train that I think is operated by children or teenagers in maybe like the summer season. There's a Soviet era amphitheater over here. It's really quite pleasant. This is a nice one. Dnipro, back in the Soviet times, was called Dnipropetrovsk, and it was actually a closed city until the 1990s because it was the area where they did lots of research and development and manufacture of space and military and nuclear technology. You can come to one of the parks and see a couple of the old rockets. We're also going to try to go to the Aeronautic and Aviation Center tomorrow, so I really hope that works out. Dnipro is also home to the Menorah Center, which is one of the biggest Jewish cultural centers in the world. It's attached to the historic Golden Rose Synagogue. One thing that really interested me about Dnipro's small businesses is I think there's a lot of like artists and craftsmanship businesses. Like I found a ceramic one, and this is actually a mosaic studio.
Rent this place.
And I came here hoping to buy a finished mosaic, but it turns out that what they post on Instagram is all their students' work. They do like master classes. But I did buy a DIY mosaic kit, so I'm gonna try to do this on my own at home, and then I can put it on my wall as a souvenir of Dnipro. So we just took the tram because we're tired of walking up this hill, and it was 6 hryvnia. It saved us like 15 minutes walking. It was
Yeah, but we could have taken it to the end. It still would have been 6 hryvnia.
Distance doesn't change the price. It's a super affordable way to avoid walking up the hills all the time. So one of the other popular things to do in Dnipro is to go to the Time Machine Museum, and there's like old cars and machines and things like that. It actually starts from outside. You have these water machines from the 1990s. Is the famous Parus Hotel, and for years it has drawn people to Dnipro who are interested in urbex or Soviet architecture. It's an unfinished hotel. They started building it in 1973 and kind of abandoned it around 1987. The giant Ukrainian coat of arms was not an original part of the design. That was actually painted almost 7 years ago to the day. Today is May 4th, and it was painted on May 3rd in 2014, and it took just a day. 40 to 50 people got together with the approval of the city and painted the 16-floor Ukrainian crest on the building as a sign of national identity for the city. There are a lot of urban legends surrounding the hotel, and it used to be kind of accessible to go in and explore. These days I wouldn't recommend it. We walked around the whole perimeter, it looked pretty closed off, and I'm pretty sure I heard dogs barking inside. So probably best just to enjoy the view on the outside. If you are interested in kind of like the local art scene, you can come to this coffee shop, Floyd Space, and in the back they have like a small room where they do exhibits by local artists. Right now there's a very pretty watercolor exhibit, so it's definitely worth checking out, and the coffee is good and the people are friendly. The diorama of the Battle of the Dnieper is also one of the top things to do in Dnipro, and we just finished it. It's an impressive diorama for sure. I would suggest maybe going with a guide, or we did something wrong. I've got this little leaflet here to show you some of it. I didn't take that much video inside because I felt like weird about it. You walk in and you walk up the stairs, and there is a diorama that shows some of the action that happened on the Dnipro River as the Soviet army tried to retake this area and basically all of Ukraine and parts of Belarus from the Germans. There's not much information in English, so probably it's best to come with a guide. There also seemed to be some kind of movie theater that I think wasn't working because of technical reasons. But it's a nice diorama, and I feel like there is a lot of interesting World War II history you can get from this place, but it's probably best to come with a guide or someone who knows what happened, because otherwise you don't get the full picture, though you get to see the full picture. But I'm ching!
There's a whole lot of historical context and details that are actually inside this painting, but we don't know what they are.
We wanted to learn.
We wanted to learn.
If we're not giving you much, it's because we went there to learn and we didn't really learn anything.
No.
So get a guide if you're gonna go. So this is, I think, an aerospace training and exhibit and education center. We really wanted to visit, but it seems really closed. So, super closed looking. On the website it said it's only open Tuesdays between 2 o'clock and 3:30 for visitors. We just tried to call and there was no answer, and it looks pretty dark inside, so maybe because it's the Easter holidays, it's closed. Which is a shame because it looks cool. If you have any more information about this place, please drop it in the comments, because I find this would be a great place to come visit. It looks like there's like an outdoor area with equipment and stuff. It seems cool. So we came to a beach on the other side of the river to watch the sunset. And I think we're just gonna end this Things to Do in Dnipro vlog because we leave tomorrow and we kind of did everything. At least we did everything on the list. And we didn't really get to do everything, but it's a good trip. I'm quite happy. Come to Dnipro, eat the food, I'm making a vlog about the restaurants, which you can find here.
So this is basically it. This is what we saw in there. What's so funny?
That seems rude. I mean, you're not wrong.
It's like this, except it was round. So basically, stop. This is basically what we saw in there, except it was curved because it's a curved.